Welcome back, 3D students. In this video, we're going to create the legs for our little creature. And unfortunately, I just realized we can't use symmetry on this mesh to do the feet and the legs because we have this one arm sticking up. So we're just going to have to do them separately, sort of. So let's get started with that. I'm going to switch to perspective mode, or view, and we're going to select these 4 polygons here. And then we're going to right-click and inset them. And then we're going to do the same thing with these. Got to turn off inset first. And turn off inset, and then we're going to select both sets and pull them down just a little bit. Okay, now let's round off. This is going to be the legs, so let's round these off and sort of make them the same size. I'm going to switch to vertex mode and turn on edge constraint and just start to move these so that the edges are consistent. Now it's really hard to can't use edge constraint when it's a split edge like this, so I'm going to have to turn edge constraint off and just use the X and Y axis to move these in. Do the same thing for the other side. See, I have inadvertently selected polygons somewhere else, so I need to undo that. Okay, now that we've done that, you can see that we messed up the mesh quite a bit, so we're going to have to fix it. This is just something you got to do. Okay, once we get that straightened out, we can select these again and extrude them out to make legs. And after we extrude them out, let's use the scale tool to flatten them out and hit the front view. I think I'm going to grab this vertex and pull it up just a little bit. I'm going to go to the bottom view and change to bottom, straighten these things out. And remember, just take a little tiny selection, otherwise I'll accidentally select vertices on the top and I won't know it. See, I accidentally moved some right there. Check and see if I moved any by accident. I did not. Okay, so Now we can begin to create the feet. So with those polygons still selected, let's make sure that they're selected. There we go. And we're going to hold down Shift and extrude straight down. Now what we're going to do next is extrude these polygons out to create feet. But before we do that, let's scale them out a little bit. And then let's go to perspective view by pushing P on the keyboard. I'm going to grab these and hold down Shift and extrude them out in the y-axis, like so. And these will be our feet. Then let's do the same for these back two. These will be the heels. Naturally, we have a lot of shaping to do, so let's get to it. Generally, your big toe sticks up more than your little toe, so we're going to do something like that. And then for the heel, let's hide that reference plane. And for the heel, I'm just going to pull these down. It kind of looks like that. Go ahead and pull that out. And pull these two down so it's rounded at the top. So we get a basic foot shape with sort of an instep right here. Now let's see what that looks like with NURBS. That looks pretty good. I think that in general the whole thing could be wider. So I like to pull these up a little bit, I think. Maybe pull these down like that a little bit. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that looks better. So that's the basic shape. Now I would do the other foot, but I'm not going to make you watch me do that since I have to do it by hand. For the bottom of the foot, to make it not so round, what you could do, let's go to polygon mode. Select all the bottom polygons. Get the scale tool, hold down Shift, and inset those a little bit. That'll sort of flatten out the bottom of the foot. Looks like I missed these two back here. Now, as I said, I'm not going to make you watch me shape this foot. I wish we could have used symmetry, but we weren't able to. So when we come back, we'll begin to work on the inside of the mouth. And we will reattach the eye stems that we detached, and we'll begin to work on the inside of the mouth, and the teeth and the tongue. And I'll see you then.